You want to do some psychic spying? You got something in your energy, you're not quite sure what the intentions are. Feel like you've been kind of left out in the dark with something. Well, let's find out. These are available in the same day guaranteed recorded section of my Stan store. Go find the link on my socials. So, spread one is what's the intention? Is there any intention there? You know, it might be good intention, who knows? Spread two is going to be what's going to happen. Okay, so just want you to get this clearly in your mind. Please remember these are collective, and I would urge you to get a personalised one. Get your coffers out. Get a personalised one so we can actually unpick what's going on for you. So what's the intention here? Right, let's get them back together. Let's find out. Right, so all first three cards are wands. Wands relate to the element of fire. We're generally talking about taking some kind of action. So we start with the Queen of Wands. Court card, hello Sky. Everybody say hello Lady Sky. Type hello Lady Sky, she likes it. Right, court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Queens are feminine energy, kings are masculine energy. In tarot, please remember we talk about energy, not gender. We've all got balance within us. Queen of Wands is in a power. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase your tracks. You want this, you come and get it. You turn up right. No pages, no knights. Only an upright king's offer will do. I feel that's how the collective is being perceived, in their feminine power. We then got Page of Wands in the reverse. Pages are more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the formation of the knight. It's more about giving something to go. Now, I feel like this page is the person that you're inquiring about. Pages, in my readings, are virtually never children. They're always adults, but they kind of act like children. It feels like that they've come in with some kind of pages offer of some sort, and you've refused them. So I feel like this is kind of that's already happened. Okay, Six of Wands. So, story of this card is some great war going off. This village have been out to local battle. They've won. They've returned back to the village. They're celebrating. They know the greater war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it boosts morale of the troops. Again, I feel like that's what's going off with you. Okay. Let's continue. Right, interesting. We then got the Magician. So the Magician's a very positive, powerful card. It's called the Manifestation card. Now, it can have a hint of magic. Manifestation is a form of magic. Please don't forget that. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten's completion cards. Upright position. We call this a retirement card because it's coins. It's when we put a lot of effort in something. We get to the end, we get to enjoy the fruits of our labour. In the reverse positions, when we put a lot of effort in something, it doesn't go the way we want to. Overall outcome card. Temperance. Right, so the Temperance card for me is the alignment card. It's when our mind, body, soul's all in alignment. We know who we are, what we want, where we're going. You'll also notice that the angel's pouring into her own cup. Talks about periods of self-love, self-care, self-healing. Let's get the advice cards out. Obstacles or blockages. Justice in the reverse. Okay. The obstacle or blockage here will be to potentially, if this is about this other person, worry that they're not going to get the justice they deserve. Alternatively, if we're going a little bit more like somebody's playing silly buggers, it's if you feel like you're not going to get the justice you deserve. Removing any blockages. Five of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. You're the figure in the foreground, two figures that laid the swords down walking away. It generally talks about a difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc. Who's going to come out on top. I feel like this is basically saying that you've got to stand firm mentally. So what this kind of feels like to me is that somebody's seeing you and starting to realise that you're Queen of Wands energy. They've kind of tiptoe creeped in with some kind of, oh, do you want to do this? Oh, do you want to try this? Blah, blah, blah. And you've gone, no. You're slowly pushing forward. You're not where you want to be yet, but every time you take a step forward, you're being proud of yourself. I'm drawn as well to the laurel wreath on the rider's head there, which obviously talks about victory. Okay. Now, because you've refused this person, they're then trying to use some kind of manifestation, some kind of magic work to try and bring down your abundance. You know, it's got a bit of a jealous streak here. Now, I'm going to go a little bit left field here with the Temperance card. I feel like that they either A, they want you to kind of turn to the light side, see the light, see that you're such a bad dark person, blah blah blah, because you're standing your ground, or they feel by doing this they will be rewarded in some way, potentially in a kind of astral spiritual way. Okay, but you're being advised keep strong and firm in your mindset. Okay, 90% of spiritual war is psychological, and people try and get in your head. Rumors, lies, flying monkeys, gossip, the lot. Right, so that's the intention. Let's move on to what's actually going to play out here. Is this collective going to stand firm? Might involve saying your piece to somebody. Who knows? Right, let's have a look. Right, okay, so we start off with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is one of the Divine Feminine. She's Divine Feminine on a more spiritual based level. It's about duality, okay, balance, black and white pillar either side of her. In this case, I feel like you're being guided by divine guidance. Your intuition's in play. You've already clocked this, right? Two of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions. Okay, upright position. This divine counterpart card. I don't feel this is love based. Don't panic. Reverse position, fallout, friction, separation. I feel like that your intuition, your guidance, your divine guidance is telling you it's time to separate from this person. And that's falling in that page of wands in the reverse energy. I don't think this has happened yet, though. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen's feminine energy again. I'm going to say this is collective. Now, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position, she's kind, she's caring, she's loving, she's devoted. She's cradling the pentacle like a baby there. Now, they can be good qualities, but it can also indicate nurturing bad behaviors in people. So in the reverse position, the Queen of Pentacles is often pulling that energy back. So I feel like you've kind of got this foreknowing, and you're going to go, right, I need to separate from this energy. This energy wants, it was a good match, good mix, you know what I mean? But it's time to pull it back, okay? Because this person's got their own motive. Let's continue. It's evading me. Come here, you bugger. Right, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like this is the other person. So I feel like the collective is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the other person's Queen of Cups, and they're going to be upset by this. Okay, there could be a little bit of not so much emotional manipulation like the King of Cups in the reverse, but a little bit of silly gameplay. Three of Wands, Wands fire action. This is about turning your back on the past, going in a new direction. That could be both of you, parting of the ways. Overall outcome card. Good Lord, it's really frightening me this morning. Six of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. This is about mentally going in a new direction, going on to calmer waters. Yes, there is some sorrow attached to it, hence why we've got the figure there cloaked with the head down, but ultimately, you and this person, I feel it's more like a friendship thing. I don't think it's a relationship thing. I know we've got the Two of Cups there. I feel like you're realizing, you know, we're not on the same frequency anymore. You've got your belief system. I've got my belief system. I've kind of clocked that you're trying to stop my abundance here. Thank you very much. It's sad that this couldn't go the way everybody had originally planned, but it's time to break free. It's time to go in a new direction. Obstacles or blockages. Queen of Swords. Swords there where we think words we use. Queen's feminine energy. I feel like this is the other person, and I feel like the obstacle or blockage here, although they might lay out kind of like a sound formula or a sound plan, it's all to the benefit of them. Removing any blockages. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions, tens, completion cards. Upright position, I call this Happy Families card. Couple arm in arm, kiddies dancing under the rainbow. It talks about wish fulfillment on an emotional level. Staying in this energy will not lead to that. Okay, if you want a personalised reading, link top of the profile. Stand store, get them in. These ones, winter sale. If it's still on when you're seeing this, 18 quid. Normally they're 20. So get them in. We'll unpick your situation. Ta-ta.